Alright, what is going on, guys? We are back. Week 2, episode 2 of the old Lightforce podcast here. I am Noah. This is Laney. One north, one south, dude. We're doing this from across states. It's insane. But we are here, episode 2. She'll let you know what we're talking about today, even though you already saw the title and all that stuff. But good friend.
But you know what?
How you doing?
I'm doing great. It's been a really chill day. I've been excited to talk about what we're going to talk about today. We've been talking about this topic for a while now, and I knew it was something that we really wanted to do, so that's why it's going to be the second episode of our Lightforce podcast. Today we're going to be talking about our most anticipated 2026 movies. So excited to talk about this. 2026 is going to be huge. Huge.
It is stacked.
And it's like you don't even know how stacked 2026 is until you actually look it up. And even I didn't understand how stacked it was until I was like, okay, I actually need to know every single one. It's crazy. So there's enough movies coming out next year that we both want to see so that we each have a top 10.
Yes.
A top 10 most anticipated movies.
Marvel, DC, Star Wars back in theaters, which is honestly mind-blowing at this point. I thought we'd never see the day. And then there's a bunch of other stuff. And here's the thing. We're not going to do that. We're not going to do that.
Not this again.
Go watch Fantastic Four review from last week.
Yes.
I'm very much stuck in my ways, aka stuck in my genres. Like, I don't get out of the superhero, sci-fi just meaning Star Wars genres much. So, but I'm looking at stuff coming out next year and I'm going, oh, we got this animated movie that is a spin-off from a show that I used to love growing up. We got this Disney project that I actually am really interested in. I'm like, yeah, this is actually kind of a peak year.
I know what Disney project you're talking about, and I know exactly why you're interested in it.
All right, we won't say it yet, but I low-key feel like you're going to be like, eh. Like, I'm not expecting you to be looking forward to it. Or if you did put it on your top 10, it's going to be like 9 or 10. That's all I'll say.
I feel like our lists are going to be very different because, like Noah said, he has a very specific genres that he likes. And as we are trying to get him to branch out a little bit more, he is already focused on working his way through the MCU, which he has never watched every movie entirely. So that is his task right now, and we're okay with that. So there's going to be some movies that Noah is not as interested in because he hasn't seen the required viewing yet. But he's working on it, and that's fine. We can't blame him.
We already, I think, touched on it last week. Both of our DC ball knowledge, not even on the court.
Non-existent. Yeah.
In terms of Marvel, like, even going back to when the first Avengers came out, like, I've seen all the Avengers movies, I had seen all the Thor movies, I had seen all the Guardians movies, and a couple in between. There was really only, like, a handful of movies I never watched, but, like, last summer, I was like, listen. It was, like, right after Deadpool Wolverine came out, and I was just riding the high. I was like, I think it's time to just go back from the beginning, because I had never seen any of the Iron Man movies. I think I watched the Hulk movie, like, 10 years ago, but I didn't remember much of it. And I'm pretty much at the end of the Infinity Saga. Like, now I'm watching stuff that I've pretty much already watched, like, the two, like, Infinity War and Endgame and stuff. But I'm pretty hyped, and I also need to get it done, and I am going to get it done before next week, because next week's podcast is going to be fire.
It's going to be so good. We're very excited about next week, but before we get into this week, we want to say thank you. We've had a tremendous amount of support after our first episode came out last week. Noah and I have both been posting content for years now, some longer than others, but his community... That's why he has all the gray hairs. That's why he's the unk of the show. But Noah's community, my community, you've both been so supportive, and we love you guys so much. We literally would not be able to do this without you guys' support. We probably wouldn't have done it if you guys didn't back us up so much. So yeah, all of our mutual friends as well have been really supportive. A lot of other content creators have been really excited for us. So yeah, it's really cool. You guys, it's really cool.
I'm working with a partner over here who would have got really demoralized if we got like 5 views on last week's podcast. So thank the Lord in heaven that we had like a solid week.
We had such a good week. We haven't even been a podcast for a week. Isn't that crazy?
That's what I'm saying. Like all I'm saying
and so many great things have happened. Like it's already been great. Noah is the optimist and I am ever the pessimist. I feel like I'm more like a realist. but I think it does come into like pessimistic attitude a lot of the time. So
See, but
Noah has
I'm
the high spirits.
the realist too. I've just been doing this so long that I'm like, I know what we gotta do. We just gotta execute. And she's over here excuses. Not really. She hasn't really given a lot of excuses, but
not for this podcast.
I can smell.
We're all in on the
coming.
podcast. Whatever. Needless to say, thank you guys for your support to all of our friends, to everyone in our stream communities, everyone that's followed us on TikTok, Instagram, YouTube, listened on Spotify, Apple Podcasts. We appreciate you guys so much. You can always support us in some way by following on any of those places, leaving us a 5-star review, commenting on Spotify, YouTube, Shorts, anything. We appreciate you guys so much. And we just want to address our shirts in this episode because we didn't last episode and we should have.
I know.
I am wearing the sickest Iron Man shirt ever. I guess I'll stand up for it. For everyone that is audio only, you should go over to YouTube so you can check out our shirts because they're really cool. This is my Iron Man shirt from Interscope Co. I think their logo's right here. Yeah. Interscope Co.
Fire.
I love you guys.
Is there anything
You
on the
guys
back?
are amazing. No, not on this one,
Not on
actually.
that one, no.
Yeah. But it's an amazing shirt. My only Iron Man shirt. I love Iron Man, and I thought it was fitting for today's episode, so.
We love Interscope. Shout out Interscope. Follow them on Instagram. I do not have an Interscope shirt on, unfortunately. I got the Superman shirt that everybody bought at Walmart last month. And the worst part about it is, you see this? It constantly does this. It constantly folds in the middle.
In your cleavage.
It's real heavy. Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
I did just do chest today, so we are rocking like some double Ds. But the shirt isn't helping. The shirt isn't helping.
It doesn't help that you always buy schmediums, too.
It's extra large. Extra large. Listen, this is a great shirt. I've seen so many content creators that we know wearing this shirt.
Yeah.
Shout out Grayson. I think he bought it too.
Mortis FM.
Mortis FM. We'll see him here next week. Mustache in the flesh.
I'm just kidding. No, I'm just kidding. It's not a secret. Grayson will be joining us next week. We're excited.
Dude, I wore this to the gym last week. I swear I've lifted heavier that day. Just saying.
Oh, it's because kindness is the new punk rock. Anyways, I think that we should get right into our top 10. Noah is going to give you his top 10 first. He's just going to say his top 10. I'm going to say my top 10. I'm sure we'll both have some reactions as we're rattling them off, but then we'll break it down. I
feel like I got like a little kid list. Dead ass, dude. Like,
that isn't surprising to me in the least.
But honestly, at the same time, I feel like yours is going to be somewhat similar. I don't know. There's one thing that
probably in the top like 5, yeah.
There's one thing that I put in my honorable mentions that I'll explain when we get there that I know is going to be like probably in your top 6.
Okay.
So we'll get there. But we're just going top 10. We're not even. Yep. We'll go back to honorable mentions afterwards.
No, you can start with your honorable mentions.
All right, but we'll go back with explanations afterwards. All right.
Yes.
Honorable mentions. Ice Age 6. By the way, Shrek 5 was on here, but they literally last night or 2 nights ago,
yesterday,
time of recording this, just delayed it. So I'm cooked. So honorable mentions: Ice Age 6, Ice Age 6.
Yes.
Jumanji 3, which I haven't heard anything about. I assume Kevin Hart and The Rock and all them are in it. Which if they are, lock me in. Super Mario World, obviously. And then, I know it's going to be on your top 10, but I had to put an honorable mention for a reason, which we'll talk about.
Yep.
And that's the Hunger Games. What is it? Sunrise of the Reaping, I believe?
On the Reaping. Yes, good job. Good job. Yep,
Thank you. All right. Noah Nation's top 10. Number 10. Masters of the Universe live action. I was waiting for the reaction.
No,
we got
fair.
the Odyssey.
We got
the Odyssey. At number 9. At number 9, I got to put the Odyssey on here, which we'll talk about. Really out of my realm, but we'll talk about it. Number 8, we got live action Moana. You know it was going to be on here. Love me some Moana. Number 7, Toy Story 5. Come on.
Sorry.
Number 6, we got The Legend of Aang. I know that. I hope that's on your top 10, or you're a fake fan. Number 5, Clayface. Number 4, Supergirl, Woman of Tomorrow. I mean, I'm rocking the Superman shirt. Come on now. Number 3, this is where it actually got hard putting these in order. Mando and Grogu at number 3.
Did you skip number 4?
No, number 4 is Supergirl.
Okay. Sorry.
Yeah. Number three is The Mandalorian and Grogu, which was
Okay.
it was kind of hard to put that at 3, but I have my
Mm.
reasons. Number 2 is Spider-Man: Brand New Day, and number 1, obviously, is Avengers: Doomsday.
Mm.
That is my honorable mentions. Those are my top 10 for 2026.
Wow. Okay. There's a lot to break down there.
There's a lot to break down, and I have my reasons.
There's a lot to break down. Should I go through mine and then we'll break down?
Yeah, because I don't want to get into a conversation about
Right.
and then
one
you
of don't
these
know
movies.
Where I stand yet. Okay.
Exactly.
Okay. So I'm gonna start with I have one honorable mention, and I called it more like a sleeper pick. So I think this movie is gonna end up being not only memeable, I think it's going to be funny. I think it's going to be way better than people expect it to be. And I'm not even excited to see this movie, but I feel like they have something up their sleeve with this movie, and that is Cat in the Hat. I think Cat in the Hat is going to hit. I think it is. I think it's a sleeper pick.
I forgot about that.
I think it's a sleeper pick. I'm not excited to see it, but I will go see it because I'm very intrigued. The animation looked beautiful. If you guys saw Fantastic Four or Superman, I think the trailer was
I didn't
both.
see it during Superman, but it was Fantastic Four. They played it.
Yeah, I think I saw it when I saw both, but the animation was beautiful. It's very intriguing. I thought it looked kind of cute, so that's my sleeper pick. I also have a Parker pick. Parker, if you don't know, everyone, is my husband. He had his own opinion to throw in when I was telling him about my top 10.
This is actually the pick I'm most interested in, by the way.
Yeah, of course you are. He was appalled that I did not have this in my top 10 because he is a huge fan of this franchise. Parker pick, Minions 3.
Minions so 3. On character,
Parker is sat for every Despicable Me movie, for every Minions movie. He thinks they're hilarious. He makes references to these movies every single day. I can't blame him, but you know what? I can't say that I agree.
Both of those movies that you just mentioned, this close from being on my honorable mentions, but I wasn't trying to have another 10 honorable mentions.
Yeah. Because there's a lot of good movies coming out.
There's a lot of good movies coming out. And I have seen, I think the first Minions movie. Anything after that, what is that,
And the first Minions movie, I don't have any... A lot of people have strong feelings about the Minions. I do not. I think they're fine, but I think they're kind of dragging it at this point. But
sure.
Whatever. Minions 3, that's perfect.
It's not for us,
I guess we're going to have to go see that in theaters. Yeah. I don't know. But we're going to start with my top 10, starting from the bottom. Number 10, I have Ice Age 6.
There it is.
Come on. The Ice Age franchise has yet to let us down.
I'm waiting to say my piece after you do your top 10.
Yeah. They cook in most of their movies, some better than others, but we'll get into that. My number 9, Project Hail Mary. If you haven't seen Project Hail Mary, I don't know anything about it other than what I saw in the trailer. It's Ryan Gosling. It's about space, and he goes on a mission to Mars, whatever. I don't know. It looks super intriguing. I really want to see it. I don't know. It looks really good. I think it's going to be really good. So that's my number 9. Number 8, I have Super Mario Bros. 2. Yeah, because the first movie was incredible. I feel like it's taken them a little bit too long to make this second movie, but that's just me.
I was under the impression it was titled Super Mario World.
It probably is. I just said Super Mario 2.
Let's bring the facts.
Yeah, I think they did announce that the title is technically Super Mario World, which is exciting in itself.
I was going off the link you sent me with everything, and that's what it says.
I got my facts wrong, I guess. I don't know. Super Mario 2, that's my number 8. Number 7, I have Supergirl. Not something that I would... Before I saw Superman, that is not something I would have ever put in my top 10, not in my honorable mentions, nothing. But after Superman, I am so excited to see what James Gunn does next. I'm excited to see Supergirl. I'm excited to see where the DCU goes. So Supergirl is my number 7. I can't say that I like Supergirl as a character. I know nothing about her. That's why it's at 7. Number 6, The Legend of Aang, the new Avatar: The Last Airbender.
6 and 6, you're right there.
Yes, we were right there. I was like, that's so interesting. Yes. It's going to be an animated movie about them, a little bit older. It's going to be a time jump, which is what everyone has wanted for so long. So I know I'm so hyped for it. Number 5, I have The The Odyssey's up there for me. I've been excited about this movie for a long time. We'll get into it. Number 4, The Mandalorian and Grogu. Kinda low. But I also have my reasons why.
I guess I had it at 3, so it's not that off.
Yeah, you know what? You'll understand. Number 3, I have Spider-Man Brand New Day. It's up there.
What is number 2? What is number 2? Because I know it's not Avengers. No way.
You know what it is. No, you know what it is. Number 2 is The Hunger Games Sunrise on the Reaping.
Duh.
Come on. I have been so excited about this movie. I read the book, I think, in a week, which it took me longer because I had a job at that time. But if I didn't have a job, I would have read that book probably in 2 or 3 days. I am a huge Hunger Games fan. I cannot wait for this movie. The casting is perfect. I know they're going to cook. They always do in the Hunger Games franchise. That's why it is my number 2. Number 1, of course, is Avengers Doomsday.
Has to.
I am really excited for it. So excited for it. Fantastic Four has made me more excited for it. I think before Fantastic Four, I would have said Sunrise on the Reaping was my number 1.
And I believe that comes out the same day as Ice Age 6. So, which one are you going to say, dude?
So Doomsday's cooked, is what you're saying.
Doomsday's cooked, dude.
Doomsday's just cooked.
Honestly, delay it 6 months, because Ice Age...
They need more time.
They got the Christmas season.
They can't compete against Ice Age 6, come on.
Alright.
But, yep, that's my top 10. I am very solid in my choices. I don't regret where I put anything. It's just the way that I feel. Superman and Fantastic Four these last few weeks influenced this a lot. It would have looked so different if you had asked me this in June. So I'm pretty happy
because of how
with
much you like Superman
and Fantastic Four.
That's true.
Yeah.
All right. Also, no Clayface on your list.
No Clayface, but it was going to be an honorable mention, but I didn't know if we were going to do a ton of honorable mentions.
Yeah, okay.
So, I just did my one sleeper pick.
Like,
it's definitely an honorable mention. I'm really, really interested in seeing
I have my reservations. Only, 1 or 2 reservations, but we'll talk about it.
We just don't know what to expect out of movies like that, you know, but I'm excited.
Where are we starting here, breaking things down? Your honorable mentions, my honorable mentions. Really, they're all the same.
You gotta, let's just do honorable mentions. Yeah, what were yours?
Ice Age 6. Mm-hmm. Here's why I put it at an honorable mention. I don't think I've watched an Ice Age movie since number 2.
Yeah.
So I'm kind of out on the front. I don't know where the storyline's at. I don't know what we're doing here. Classics. Hilarious. Great movies. I remember watching one when I got my tonsils out in 2nd grade. I don't know which one it was.
Core memory.
But I'm so out of the franchise, I don't know where it's at. But I'm sure if I went in blind and watched that movie, I would have a good time because it's Ice Age. I mean, it's probably going to be hilarious. But that's why I had to put it on honorable mention.
And I put it at 10 because Ice Age is always funny. Always. It's always funny. And you know what? Arguably, I would say, well, we're going too far with Ice Age. But it's always funny. Like, the storylines sometimes don't hit. Like, you know, I didn't love Continental Drift. I didn't love the one they did after that. I don't remember the name of that one. I think Continental Drift was number 4, and then the one after that was number 5. I didn't like that one. That was my least favorite. But I think they're going to cook with number... I don't even know anything about the storyline. I think they're going to cook with number 6. I think we're going to kind of get back to the roots a little bit. I think they're reeling it back in. We were getting crazy with number 5. I think the asteroid was coming or something. And number 5.
Multiverse of Madness over here?
And they narrowly escaped it. But... And my favorite, I don't know if you remember your favorite Ice Age. Obviously, number 1 is goated, right? But I think my second favorite, and it's close to being number 1, is Dawn of the Dinosaurs. That movie's freaking sick.
Which number is that?
Number 3, I think. I think it's number 3.
I have no recollection on it. Maybe if I watched it, I'd be like, oh, but it's been so long.
Well, the second one is when he meets Ellie, right? The girl.
Okay.
What are they called? The girl mammoth. That's when he meets Ellie, right? And that's when everything's melting and stuff.
Okay.
And then they survive that. Number 3 is when they meet that freaking crazy gerbil thing. And his name... Frick, I forget his name. Oh, no. And he's literally Buck. His name's Buck, and he's literally insane. And he lives underneath the ice with all the dinosaurs. It's really good. I sound insane talking about this. I can't believe.
I got a lot of movies to catch up on. I can't say Ice Age is gonna be jumping the line, but Ice Age 6 doesn't come out till December of next year, so I got some time.
You got some time. I think it's gonna be good. That's why I put it at my number 10.
Too bright in here. I'm gonna close this blind real quick.
Okay, you know what? Fair. You know what, guys? Ice Age 6 is gonna eat. I know it's gonna eat.
It's gonna eat the dogs.
I think it's gonna eat, and if it doesn't, fine. I got Doomsday. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter.
I'm walking out of Doomsday because I'm actually gonna go see Ice
going
Age
straight into Ice Age 6.
If Doomsday pisses me off, I'm out.
We're out. We're going
right to the
Ice
next
Age 6.
theater.
That'd be so funny. And then my sleeper pick was Cat in the Hat. I know I already kind of yapped about it, but the trailer looked incredible, honestly. The animation was beautiful. When I was watching it, I was kind of like, this is stupid. But I feel like because I think that, I'm going to be wrong.
Well, I did see the trailer. I thought it was cool. And even though I'm not super interested, two things I got to give the movie. One, I absolutely love the live action Cat in the Hat with who played him?
It was the same guy that played Shrek, right?
Point is,
what's his name?
Michael Myers?
No,
it's not Michael Myers.
Michael Myers.
It's not Michael Myers, but like it's something like freaking.
It's
It's MM.
Hang on. Yes, it is. It is, and it has Myers in it. Mike Myers. It's just Mike Myers.
All right, but you see, it's the same thing. So I'm not wrong. I'm not wrong.
Not wrong. It's fine.
It's just funny because it's Michael
really
Myers.
Yeah,
but that movie is hysterical. Love it. Even if I put it on today, I'd die laughing. And I assume this is the same company that did the animated Grinch a couple years ago. Not a couple years ago. It was like 6 years ago at this point. The new animated Grinch.
I didn't see that one, but yes.
Well, same thing. Great movie. So if with those two factors, I could be convinced that this Cat in the Hat is worth going to see.
That's so interesting. I didn't think about the animated Grinch movie. Is it Paramount? I think it's Paramount that does these movies. I could be wrong though. I really don't know.
I have no idea.
But yeah, I think it's gonna be really good. The animation looks really good. I think it's interesting, showing us where the Cat in the Hat comes from. I don't think we've seen that before. I wasn't allowed to watch the live action Cat in the Hat for obvious reasons. I think
the outburst of laugh when I said Michael Myers.
Michael Myers, because it's so funny. Because we both know that that's wrong. But his name is Mike Myers.
Who let two people with a couple of peanut brains have this podcast? All right, back to you.
Yes. But anyways, we're moving on from Cat in the Hat. Cat in the Hat's over with. And then, what were your other sleeper picks?
Jumanji 3, which I only made it through, love Jumanji 1. I only made it through, half of the second one, with, The Rock and Kevin Hart.
Because it's terrible.
Yeah, that's probably why. I remember watching it during, the pandemic, and I didn't finish it. So I put it on here because it's alright, if it's the same cast, I like the first one, maybe it'll be funny, maybe it'll be interesting, but this is one of those movies where I got nothing to do. Someone wants to go, sure, I'll go see it, but I could completely forget about it and never see it, and I probably wouldn't even be like, oh man, I missed that movie, you know what I mean?
But he's a huge fan of The Rock, so he's probably gonna be sad.
Is there a Rock figure back there?
There's gotta be.
Right at the end, right next to Triple H.
If you swap over to YouTube, you'll see Noah's big old collection of wrestling figurines, and of course The Rock is in the background.
First off, don't say figurines, they're action figures.
Oh my bad, what's wrong with figurines?
Figurines sounds like I got dolls back here, come on now.
Good gracious, holy crap,
we got a WrestleMania 18 Rock back here. But you listen, I do love some old Dwayne Johnson, we'll talk about that when we get to Moana. And then I also put Super Mario World and the Hunger Games on my honorable mentions. Super Mario World is only on this because I never saw the one that came out a few years ago, the Mario movie. I know, I'm behind. I'm trying to catch up on all this cinema, guys.
He's trying.
Sorry.
He's trying. We're forgiving because he's going through the MCU.
Yeah, and then after that, I don't know what I'm going to jump to, but I'll figure it out. But
what was your
love
10?
Mario. Wait, what? Oh, my number 10. I'm not there yet. I'm not there yet.
Okay, sorry. I was
love me some Mario. Quick side note. Favorite Mario games, go. we're both about the same age. We both grew up on the same games, so
Yeah.
our lists will probably be pretty
Oh,
similar.
frick. I'm so bad about knowing what games I was playing as a child. I just remember playing the game. But the
All right.
one where Birdo was the bad guy was what I would play on my Game Boy or my DS, my Game Boy Advance, which
Now
was
I
the
gotta
DS. I don't
hold on.
know.
I gotta see what number Mario Kart I
I
have.
played that one, and then the Super Mario Bros. On the Wii. I played that with my dad. We played co-op together with that, and that was really fun. My
All right.
sister is a huge Mario fan, like the biggest Mario fan you'll ever meet. So she would know what I'm talking about. She's the expert. I'm just also there. But the movie was amazing. Noah will watch it, promise.
Oh, I'm looking forward to actually watching it, dude. Chris Pratt is the voice
He
of
ate
Mario.
that
Come on,
up.
like that on surface. And this is such an old conversation, so we won't dwell on it. But where did that come from? But I'm sure
He
it was
was
great.
so good. It was so good. And everyone was, of course, it was like the same thing with Pedro Pascal, to be honest. People had Chris Pratt fatigue, so they were pissed
That's
that he
fair.
got the role. And it's the same thing that's happened with Pedro right now. And then the movie came out, and they
True.
realized he ate. He
This-
cooked. He did
This
so
is,
good.
This is the Mario game that I had on DS. Just Mario Kart. I don't think it has a number. This
yeah,
Mario
yeah,
Kart.
yeah. Of
then there
course,
was
Mario
there,
Kart, yeah.
Then there was. Well, I didn't know if there was a number on it because with
Yeah.
the Switch games.
No,
it's like,
just
hey,
the
is it
regular
this, that,
Mario
the other?
Kart. Yeah, on the DS. Yes,
That
that's what me and
Mario
Mel would play.
Party, and then, and I know you used to play these too, I think, because we've talked about it before. Mario and Sonic Olympic
At
Games
the Olympic
and
Games,
the Winter
yes!
Games, dude.
And the
Those
Winter
games
Games.
were peak.
I think the earliest one I played was the Beijing one, the 2008 one, Beijing
Yes.
Games, and then we played London, and then I forget what was after that. But Beijing
I don't know.
and London and maybe Tokyo, I think those were like the big ones that we played. So good, dude. So good.
Yeah.
I was the best at trampoline, let me tell you.
Dude, the games
so
on
good.
that thing were so peak, dude. There was
And,
like,
and I'm a huge Sonic fan, if you guys don't know. So those games were a big deal for me and my sister. She's a huge
dude,
Mario fan.
I
I'm a
had
huge
to bring that
Sonic
up. I had to
fan.
bring that up.
Of course, I would have forgotten. No, those games are peak. We played, I think the first Mario Party game we played was Mario Party 8. We played that on the Wii all the time. It was so much fun. I
I
loved
think that's
that
the
one.
same one I had for DS too.
I
That's
think
probably
s-
yeah,
yeah,
that's the same
probably.
time period, so it's probably that. And
We
then,
love the Mario Party games, yeah.
I had to put the Hunger Games on honorable mention simply because, and when's this come out? Like November of next year, so I got
Yes.
time, right?
Yep.
Simply because I have never seen one Hunger Games movie,
Mm-hmm.
but over here we got one of the biggest fans who's already pushed me like, you guys got to watch Hunger Games.
Yeah.
You got to watch this movie. So
It's just crazy that you haven't seen it, dude. It's
listen.
crazy.
That's why
Where
I
were
preferenced-
you during that time?
When did the first one come out? Because I remember the first one like blowing up when I was in
It
like
had to be
high
like
school.
2012 or 2014 or something like that.
Well,
I
maybe
can
it
look
wasn't
it
the
up,
first
but-
one, but point is, I remember the hype when these movies were coming out, but I didn't care. That's why I preference this
was
podcast
2012.
with saying I'm very stuck in my genres. Very stuck in my genres.
Until now.
Until now. So
Until
I got
now.
till November of next year. I'll watch these, and maybe I'll think they're great, and I'll be like, oh my god, can't wait for Sunrise of the Reaping. But we'll see.
On the Reaping. On the Reaping.
I wrote down Of the Reaping, my bad.
And then the Parker pick was Minions 3. I feel like we've already talked about that, but like,
Yeah.
I personally am not excited for it. I wish the Despicable Me franchise would just come to a nice little conclusion. They are wringing those Minions dry, dude. And I think they were funny for a little bit, but now I'm just tired of it. Also tired of the fact that I live in Florida, guys. I am a frequent flyer at Universal. So tired of the Minions area at Universal. They replaced Shrek 4D with the worst ride
That's
ever.
crazy, dude.
With the worst ride ever. Yeah.
I've never even been to Universal, but replacing anything Shrek with Minions?
Is crazy, and it's
I
a
gotta talk to
terrible
somebody
ride.
about this.
That's another thing. It's a terrible ride, and then all they gave Shrek was a photo op in a different area. Stupid, whatever. And that would be, now they have 2 Despicable Me rides literally right next to each other at Universal instead of anything Shrek.
Do
Crazy,
these people
whatever.
not know that Shrek 2 is a cult classic?
Yeah.
That's
They-
crazy.
Yeah,
Don't
it
even get me
blows my
started.
mind.
Don't even get me
Don't
started.
even get me started. Like, whatever.
When we're talking about our
Um,
favorite movie or our most anticipated movies of 2027, then we'll get into
Then
Shrek.
we'll talk about yeah. Thank God they're pushing that movie back. By the way, Shrek the teaser looked atrocious. So I
it looked
hope
pretty
that
bad.
they are rethinking their choices of the animation and the style of the characters, which made no sense.
Listen,
don't even get me
It's been
started
done
on that.
before
It was
where
bad.
something looked terrible and then they went back to the
Sonic the
drawing
Hedgehog.
board. That's where I was going.
Yep.
I still can't believe they almost ran with what they originally had, because holy crap, that looked terrible. And now it
was
looks
so
phenomenal.
bad that people think that it was a planned marketing scheme. That's how bad
if it was, genius.
It worked.
But
genius. But Shrek, as far as Shrek 5, if they don't include, which I think as of right now, they're not including Puss in Boots, insane thing to do. Puss in Boots The Last Wish was one of the greatest movies DreamWorks has ever released. Gave us one of the best villains we've ever seen, which was death, which is so cool. It touched on topics on anxiety. It was if you guys haven't seen that movie, you need to watch Puss in Boots The Last Wish. At the end of the movie, spoiler, they tease Puss literally goes back to far, far away.
Puss in Boots movie.
Yes, and he literally says he's gonna go see some old friends, and it's far, far away, right in front of him. And then they don't even have him listed to be in this new Shrek movie. No, we're not doing that.
Surprise
we're
appearance.
Not doing that. No, it's not. He has to be integral to the plot.
That'll be something that'll be like a first trailer, like, what's up? Guess what? Bet you didn't think Puss in Boots was gonna be in here.
Well, I hope they're rethinking their choice, and that is what they're doing now. Antonio Banderas, I love you. Moving on.
What a great character. All right,
He's so great.
Moving on. We spent too much time on these honorable mentions.
Yeah, no more honorable mentions. That's all we got for that. Number 10, Noah's number 10 was...
Masters of the Universe, which is a live action. Mm-hmm. I really don't know much about this franchise, but my father, shout out to him.
We love him.
Used to be a huge fan as a kid. Had all the toys, and even a couple years ago, I think it was Mattel, started re-releasing or like making new Masters of the Universe stuff, and he started collecting some of it. Not a lot, but a couple figures here and there. So I saw this was coming out, and I was like, you know what? This would be a hell of a movie to go see with him. I'm sure he'd be interested. So I really don't know much about it, but for that, and for all the reasons I said that the honorable mentions were only honorable mentions, I put it at number 10.
It's a big deal to a lot of people, and
it's a big deal to a lot of people. This used to be a huge franchise.
Yes, and I thought that there was like a game that came out recently for that franchise, but I could be wrong. I knew nothing about it. I'm not going to pretend that I do. That's why it's not on my list, not even in my honorable mentions, because I'm probably not going to see it. But if I would like to, but if I have the choice to see that or something else, I'd probably choose something else. But I hope it's good. I hope it does service to the fans. We'll leave it at that.
For the sake of the podcast, we're going to be seeing a lot of extra movies next year.
Yeah,
so.
We are.
Theaters?
Just for you guys. You're literally getting us out of our comfort zone, because I feel like we're both pretty stuck in our ways of things that we like. But we're going to branch out, and I'm excited about it. My number 10 was Ice Age 6, which we've already talked about. As long as they bring the entire cast back, I think they're going to cook. I'm excited to see it. I'm always going to be sat for an Ice Age movie. I'm here for Sid. He's a big mood of mine. So...
Well, I'm gonna figure out what streaming app has that, and I'll make sure I catch up on the franchise.
Gotta start flying through them
by next December.
I think it's on Disney Plus. I'm not gonna lie, but my number 9 was Project Hail Mary. Yeah, I think it is.
Beats me. I don't know. I'm out of the franchise. I don't know.
I think it is, but I don't know. It's not a Disney movie, but I think it's on Disney Plus. Anyways, number 9. Because we gotta start rolling. Number 9.
We're good.
Mine is Project Hail Mary with Ryan Gosling. I think it's going to be really good. I don't even remember the basis of the story, but I think they choose this guy to go on a mission to Mars. I want to say it's Mars. And something happens up there. He gets stuck up there. And he literally gets stuck in a ship with an alien. And I was like, man, that's kind of cool. I don't know. I think that sounds really cool. And Ryan Gosling is great. So I'm just excited to see it. That's why it's my number 9.
Yeah, I obviously they played the trailer during both Superman and Fantastic Four. At least I saw it both of those times. And don't get me wrong, looks good. Like Ryan Gosling, obviously. They even played, I think it was like some Harry Styles song during the trailer. And I was like, I'm digging the vibes right now. It was Sign of the
Times, I think, actually.
Yeah, I was like, I'm digging the vibes right now.
Okay,
but this is not on my list, and I completely forgot about it. Honestly, when I was looking through that list, I thought this came out like this year, like the end of this year. I had no idea it was a 2026 movie.
Yeah.
But I was like, again, this goes back to I feel like this is kind of out of my comfort zone, my genres.
Right.
I don't know. Maybe it's a little bit sci-fi. I don't know. I just
sci-fi.
I didn't even think to put it on my list, to be perfectly honest. But I can acknowledge that I saw the trailer and it looked good.
I think we're both gonna like it. I hope it's good. We're both gonna see it because I think it's gonna be a big deal when it comes out. So we'll be there. We'll be there, Ryan. Don't worry. I know he cares.
Shout out, Ryan. Yeah. Looking forward to Starfighter. Can't wait.
Yeah. Oh, yes. We love you, Ryan.
My number 9 was The Odyssey. Now, I had to put this on there because all-star cast, obviously. Tom Holland,
All-star
John
cast.
Bernthal. Who the hell else is in this movie?
Matt Damon is the lead.
Zendaya's in this movie.
Is she? I forgot about that.
Somebody, I think, and there's like more. Like it's a loaded cast, and like this is totally. You're talking about. I don't even know what this movie's about. I have no idea. But
This guy's never read an epic poem before.
I was definitely reading those when I was playing with my action figures in freshman year of high school. Come on now.
I think it's an epic poem. Please forgive me, my literary nerds, if that's an incorrect statement. It is a poem of some sort.
We have a podcast about movies and television. We're like the complete opposite of like cinema buffs. Anyway,
Yeah.
a lot of hype around this movie. A lot of hype,
Yeah.
I feel like, and
As
with
it
the
should
all-star
be.
cast.
Yep.
Love Tom Holland. Obviously, love John Bernthal. Well, I'll go see it. I think my
It's a
sister wants to see
Christopher
this,
Nolan
too.
movie. And that's a huge deal. It's always a huge deal when Christopher Nolan comes out with a new movie. I think the last one he came out with was Oppenheimer. Huge deal. Stacked
Obviously.
cast. Did very well. I wasn't very interested in Oppenheimer. I actually never went to see it. I was sat for the Barbie movie instead.
I was literally just about to say, you know what movie we both did
We
see?
did go see the Barbie movie.
And I loved it, by the way. Just saying.
I didn't, actually, so that's
thought it
where
was
we
hilarious.
stand on that. I thought
Hilarious and good music. I'll digress. We're not here to talk about the Barbie movie.
maybe we'll talk about that one day. But The Odyssey, it's at my number 5. I think that I've talked to Noah and Grayson about how excited I've been for this movie. John Bernthal alone gets me sat for that movie. I'm a huge John Bernthal fan. Love everything he's in. Love him. I've met him before. Amazing guy. So
Little flex.
I literally cannot wait for this movie. I'm going to be sat. It's going to be a Tom Holland July next year with The Odyssey and Spider-Man Brand New Day. So there's no reason to
Love it.
not be excited about this movie. I'm excited for Matt Damon to take on the role of Odysseus. That's going to be really cool. I'm just
Question mark on my head because I don't even know what you just said.
he's whatever.
You're like, you know what? I
Do
don't
your
have time
research.
for you.
I don't have time
I will
to
do.
explain.
Listen, I put it on my list. I will see it. You
Fair
want me
enough.
to come on here and lie and act like I know what I'm talking
No.
about?
Yeah, no, because no one would believe you anyway. It's true.
Number 8.
Yeah. Super Mario 2.
Oh, I said my piece on this. So
Yeah. We kind of have, yeah. It was amazing the first time, but they were key characters that weren't in the movie. Big one is Yoshi. I think Super Mario World, I'm pretty sure, I'm not an expert on these games, my sister would know. I think that's a big Yoshi game. Like Yoshi's in that game a lot.
Mhm.
We gotta get Yoshi in this movie, dude. Like, it was kind of insane that he wasn't in the first one, but I understand they were working with a lot of different characters, whatever.
Mario Cinematic Universe over here. A lot of characters to play with.
Mario
We gotta get the
CU.
Russos in here to try to figure out these
Wait.
puzzle pieces.
It's another MCU. The Mario Cinematic
It'll be
Universe.
the
That's crazy.
SMCU, Super Mario
Sure,
Cinematic
sure.
Universe.
Whatever.
Yeah.
Good job.
My number 8. Oh wait,
Yeah.
are you done on Mario? Are you done on
yeah,
Mario?
sure. Yeah, I'm done.
Okay. Are you sure?
Stacked
sure, I'm done.
cast. Stacked cast. It's a Chris Pratt movie. I'm also a huge Chris Pratt fan. You guys are gonna learn who my key players are as we go through this podcast. It's Chris Pratt, John Bernthal, Joseph Quinn. Big 3. I'm always sat for all of their movies. I think Super Mario 2 is gonna be amazing. They have no reason to fail. The first one was incredible. The voice acting from all of them was amazing. Other than, the toss-up of Seth Rogen being Donkey Kong, it's something I can overlook. It's something I'm willing to overlook, whatever. But as long as they have a good story, then I think it's going to be amazing, as long as they include Yoshi. Another couple key players missing, Daisy, Waluigi, and Wario. Weird. I hope they're in the movie.
A lot of all-stars that missed this
A lot
movie.
of all-stars that weren't involved, yeah. So I hope they're in it. If not, I hope they have a good reason. Anyways, you're number 8.
Number 8. Moana live action. Dude,
And
I'm about to
this
start
is the
doing
one I
it.
was talking about earlier. This is what I was talking about when you said you had your Disney movie on here, and this is what I thought you were talking about. And I was like, there's a whole
technically,
reason why
Toy
it's on your
Story
list.
is on here as well,
Yes.
but that's like Disney and Pixar or whatever. But
Right.
listen, Moana, I really have to sit here and think about it. It might be like number 6, but it might be a top 5 Disney movie for me. Obviously, The Rock playing Maui is a big part of that. I absolutely love the character. I love the movie overall. And a lot of these Disney live actions have been a talk of the town for some good reasons, some bad reasons. A lot of them do very well, and some of them don't do very well at all. A lot of people aren't a big fan of the Disney live action. But I have to give this a chance. It's Moana and The Rock himself, the great one, the final boss, Maui.
The most electrifying
Man in all of sports entertainment.
Oh,
playing
gosh.
Maui. And listen, I just said last week, sometimes The Rock can feel like he's playing himself in movies. I will acknowledge that. I'll absolutely acknowledge that. But we've seen a couple of behind the scenes photos from
He's
this.
a great Maui. He's a great Maui.
If there was ever a role made for The Rock to basically play himself just with a wig on, this is it. And
It's a great Maui.
I
love
honestly
hearing
forget,
him sing too.
Love hearing him sing. Rock's a hell of a singer. Rock's a hell of a singer. You know, I can see here probably belt out his entire song.
Please don't.
Dissing the crowd of, I believe
Vicky
it was
Guerrero?
Seattle. No, not that one. There's
Oh.
another one from like 2003. It wasn't Seattle. It was Toronto. I'm sorry. But we're not going to do that right now.
We're not gonna do that.
We're not going to do that right now. So I had to put it on here, dude. I had to put it on here.
And you know what? I'm also
I-
a huge fan of Moana. Listen, how could I not be? She's like the only Disney princess I could dress up as and like pass for it, okay? I'm a huge Moana fan. I remember when that movie came out, I think it was 2016. I was so excited for it, dude, and it killed it. It was so good. I love her. She's gorgeous. The first movie is amazing. Second movie, not so much. Honestly, I watched the second movie, can't remember a lick of it, and I think that's why I'm gonna say I didn't like it that much. I don't think it was that good. I don't think it was very well received either. But for me, not even on the list, not even in my honorable mentions, I am not a fan of live actions at all. Ever. I can't, I'm sorry, let me put this down. I cannot be bothered to support live action movies because they're so consistently bad, because they bring nothing new to the table, they're unoriginal, they're uncreative, and I don't like them. I understand with the new How to Train Your Dragon movie, a lot of people loved it, but why? I didn't see it. Why are we doing this? It's uncreative. Why are we revisiting these old stories as a cash grab when they can't do anything to make these movies better, right? Making a live action Tangled, making a live action Moana. They cannot do anything to make these movies better. If Moana, I don't know if it's the live action of the first one or if it's a continuation. I feel that if it was a continuation after the second Moana, I would be so intrigued to go because it's something new. If they're just trying to remake the original, which they never do it bar for bar, it's not going to be good. It's not going to hit the same. That's what happened with Avatar: The Last Airbender is a good example. I wanted that live action show to be good, and it's just not. I love the cast. The writing is so lazy. It's so, I can't get behind. I can't. I love Avatar: The Last Airbender, and I tried so hard to like that show, and it's just not good. It's not good. I think my favorite live action is the live action Aladdin, because they brought new songs that were really good. The cast was amazing. Naomi Scott was a perfect Jasmine, no matter how you feel about her, the way she looks. She was a perfect Jasmine. She's gorgeous. She can sing, which sometimes they hire people that can't even sing. I'm not even going to talk about Beauty and the Beast live action, which was atrocious. I don't think that live action movies should be made. I don't think they should be a thing. Tangled's my favorite movie, like Disney movie ever, other than Emperor's New Groove. And if they made a live action Tangled, which the plan is still that, I'm not going to go see it because they can't make it better. They can't make it better.
You said nothing wrong. I completely agree. But I have to give this movie a chance for The Rock.
I understand.
I have to. And listen, there's a lot of people super sour on The Rock in Hollywood, in wrestling. The Rock's not everybody's favorite cup of tea right now for multiple reasons. But I can't sit here as a wrestling fan, or if I wasn't even a wrestling fan, if I was just talking about Hollywood, and just completely be like, nah, screw this movie. We're talking about the most electrifying man in sports entertainment. We're talking about the final boss, bro. What can I say except you're welcome? That's all I got. That's all
I
got.
understand. I understand. And like I said, if these live action movies were continuations of the story, I'd be so much more intrigued. I would be so much more willing to go and support them. But the fact that it's so incredibly unoriginal, I can't. I have a very hard time supporting live actions. Am I going to see it? Yeah, probably. I want it to be good. I want these movies
we're talking
to be
about
good.
it
Yeah.
on this podcast.
I want these movies to be good, but they never are. A lot of people like the live action How to Train Your Dragon. I don't want to see it. From what I've seen, I don't want to see it. I have this perfect idea what this movie is in my head, the original 3 movies. I do not even want to put this in the same class. I just don't want to. Moving on.
Fair enough.
Let me get away from my rant.
I feel like I'm about
remakes.
to set you into another rant when we get to my number 7, but we'll start with yours.
My number 7 is Supergirl. I feel like we already kind of touched on it. The only reason it's in my top 10 is because of how good Superman was. Thank you, James Gunn. Thank you, James Gunn, for doing that for us. Now we can consider ourselves fans of DC. I would say my earliest experience with DC is the Teen Titans, the original Teen Titans show. I'm a big Teen Titans girl, you guys. One of the only things I've ever dressed up as, if you want to consider it a cosplay, is Starfire. Huge Teen Titans fan, okay? I was sat in the Teen Titans Go to the Movies movie, okay? Big Teen Titans girl. But that's as far as I ever went with DC. I think I saw the Batman vs. Superman movie, which was atrocious, and I was like, wow, that's really bad. Never seeing any of that again. But this movie did a lot. And you know what? David Cornsweet is going to put this freaking franchise on his back. And he's going to fly us to the moon. We love David. We love David.
Love David.
And we love James Gunn. James Gunn has never let us down. That's my Guardians of the Galaxy man. He never lets us down. I can't wait to see where the DCU goes. That's why Supergirl's up there, because I am excited for it to come out.
Yeah, I'm hyped for Supergirl. A lot of that obviously has to do with Superman. And listen, because neither of us are really that familiar with DC, like for me, before I went and saw Superman, I could probably name everything DC that I've ever seen before I watched Superman. Batman The Dark Knight, which was 2008. Dark Knight Rises, which I think is 2012. Some of the Batman animated series from the 90s. I think the first Suicide Squad. And that's it. That's all the DC I'd ever watched in my life. So I went into this, no expectations. I was floored. I absolutely love Superman. Like, I'm completely hooked. You got me. You have my money. I will absolutely be seated for Supergirl next year. Clayface I'll be seated for too, and honestly we could talk about that in a second, but Supergirl has a similar upbeat vibe to this Superman movie already, which I think is what I want to see come this movie. So just based off Superman expectations and what we got from that movie, I'm just like you said, I'm excited for this movie.
Yep.
Should I just talk about Clayface now since it blends right in?
Yeah.
Clayface is my number 5. I'm a little unsure about this. We're basically starting fresh with DC. Brand new DCU. Superman, obviously the way to go. The Batman thing is like a whole question mark on that right now because they're still making the Batman 2, but is that the Batman that's going to be in the DCU? Bunch of questions. I don't know. So I understand Batman's kind of off on his own. You can't do a DCU Batman movie. I'm not sure if I'm James Gunn and I'm starting a DCU brand new cinematic universe. I'm going Clayface for my 3rd movie. Now, all I know about Clayface is his 2-episode arc in the Batman animated series that I watched like last year, season 1. Hollywood actor, accident happens, face gets disfigured, eventually becomes Clayface. All this stuff. Good character, good episodes, but I feel like when you're starting out a cinematic universe, you bring your best, and I'm not sure Clayface, like Marvel, Iron Man, Hulk, first Captain America, like they're bringing the all-stars that they had access to, because obviously they didn't have Spider-Man at the time, or X-Men and stuff like that. I just feel like Clayface is an odd choice for the 3rd movie in this cinematic universe. And on top of that, it's going to be kind of horror-based. I'm not saying it's going to be a full-on horror film, but James Gunn very outwardly has said that this is going to have a very different tone and going to be very kind of horror feeling. And
That's why I'm excited for it.
And I'm like, I'm not opposed to it, but it just feels so DC, and James Gunn has said this himself, and I know I'm saying this as a guy who hasn't been involved in DC a lot, but I remember the initial video that James Gunn put out like 2 summers ago when he first took over. And he literally said that DC has been very disconjointed. You know, there's video games and shows and TV, and none of it meshes together. And his thing was, let's bring it all together.
Mm-hmm.
So I feel like having this Superman and Supergirl movies, great. They're going to be very probably connected and very similar themes. Having this Clayface horror movie feels very out of left field, and I'm just worried it's not going to be as connected as I think it should be. And again, I don't even mean any of this in a negative. I'm looking forward to it. I'm going to see it, and I hope it crushes.
Yep.
It's just an odd choice, in my opinion, to
no,
go.
It is. You're right.
We got A plus, you know, the face of DC next to Batman. We got Superman starting it off. All right, we'll go Supergirl next. Fair. Then Clayface is third? Like, I feel like this is where if we couldn't have Batman, this is where we go Teen Titans or something like that, which I'm sure they're going to do eventually. I think there's already talks of it. But it just feels weird. I'm not sure I agree with the decision, but I'm very optimistic that it'll work out. That's my thoughts on Clayface.
Yep. And I think that is very fair. I didn't really think about it like that, so I'm glad that you said that. It is going to be like technically the third installment in James Gunn's DCU, which is crazy. The whole reason why I was intrigued about it, like I said, was because of the horror kind of feel that they were saying is possible that we'll get in that movie. So I am excited for it. It is an odd choice for sure. I know nothing about Clayface. Don't even have the 2-episode arc in my brain, so I can't say anything about the character at all. But it is an odd choice. But I think it is interesting that we are going to be able to get a new character, which has not been done before in the movie theater. I think that's maybe James Gunn, what he wants to do is put new characters out there, so he's not initially saying, all right, let's get the same that we've gotten. You don't
want to just be like, hey, Aquaman's back. Like, no,
Wonder Woman's back.
Yeah,
Batman, let's just, So
slow
maybe
burn build, I get it. Yeah.
Yeah. And it's the same kind of with Supergirl. We're getting a new Supergirl. We're starting off fresh with that. And then we're going to get a couple of characters that we haven't seen before. Kind of like cleanse the palette a little bit, maybe, of getting these recasts, I guess. That's just maybe how they're going about it.
Completely bringing up fair points. I think starting off with a new Superman was obviously the way to go because you need to come out and hit a home run, which I think they did. I still think Clayface is just an odd choice, but I will absolutely walk out of the theater next year and be like, I was wrong, they killed it, let's freaking go.
We're going to be sat next October. Yeah, for sure.
And it's coming out in October too, so you know they're going scary with this thing.
Yeah, it is, right? I'm not wrong to say that.
No, I'm
pretty
pretty sure. I got the schedule pulled up. Hold on.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it is.
All right, let's not get a Disney World ad all over this freaking website, dude. It's literally blocking the list. Hold on, I gotta pull up a different tab.
But the whole reason that we're talking about Noah's number 5 is because we already talked about my number 5, which is The Odyssey. But we both have the same number 6, so we'll talk about that next. But I'm pretty sure Clayface was.
Oh, it's September. It's
September. Okay, whatever. You know, it's same thing. We're spooky season. Spooky season. But moving on. Our number 6, our shared number 6, The Legend of Aang.
I'm sorry. Number 7. Or you did your number 7.
Yeah, that was Supergirl.
I didn't say my number 7 though, because I just went right into Clayface. Toy Story 5.
Oh frick! We're so all over the place. I'm sorry.
No, this is the point of the podcast. It's good.
You know what? It's fine. Number 7.
I'll make this brief because I don't have a lot to talk about really. I understand a lot of people are like, bro, we're still doing Toy Story movies. I get it. Toy Story 3 was a great ending. Toy Story 1 and 2 are untouchable. They're in a league of their own. I don't think Toy Story 3 is up there in terms of quality with those movies, but I still think Toy Story 3 is a great movie.
I thought Toy Story 3 was great. You're right, not in the same league, but I thought it was a great bow to put on it. And then they came out with Toy Story 4, and it was like, they threw a wrench in the operation. It was like, no more. The toys she doesn't want to play with Woody anymore. Killed it, dude. Like, what the heck? We were so perfect just letting the toys live and be happy. Why did we need Toy Story 4? And that's the same way I feel about Toy Story 5. All right, keep going.
This is why I said a lot of your live action notes that you said in your problem with live action probably apply to this as well.
Yeah.
Whatever you want to call it. Cash grab, dragging it out, this, that, and the other. I love Toy Story 1 and 2, two of my favorite movies as a kid, probably up there, definitely my top 10 Disney/Pixar movies. I love this franchise. I love Toy Story Land at Disney World.
Same.
I'm looking forward to seeing Toy Story 5. I think the rumor is it's going to be like the toys fighting back against AI or something, or, kids on their screen. So it sounds a little silly. I just for the fact that I have nostalgia for the Toy Story brand is why I'm a little bit excited for it. And I'm honestly, even myself, when I was putting this list together, I'm like, I'm surprised Toy Story 5 is even number 7. I thought it was going to end up in honorable mentions when I saw how much was coming out next year until I really started thinking about it. But I don't know, the positives of this movie, maybe if the storyline is in fact toys fighting back against kids using iPads or whatever, maybe a lot of kids are going to see this movie and be like, you know what? I don't want screen time. Go buy me a freaking Woody and Buzz. And you know what? That's good.
That's a good thing that could come out of the movie. Yeah. I'm so shocked that they're getting, oh my gosh, I'm so bad at remembering names on the fly. Mr. Woody and Mr. Buzz to come back in their respective roles. How are they getting them to come back and do this again? What are their names?
Tim Allen.
Yes,
and who?
Tim Allen and oh no, how could we?
Wow, this sucks because they're so legendary.
We're so bad, guys. I'm sorry, I'm bad with names.
Oh, I'm terrible
really
with actors.
Sorry. It's bad, but we know who he is. It's Mr. Forrest Gump. He's legendary.
Oh, Tom Hanks. Stupid. Tom Hanks is Woody. Tim Allen is Buzz.
Yes, I'm so surprised that they're getting Tom Hanks and Tim Allen to come back in their respective roles. I mean, I guess, they're getting paid for it, so why wouldn't they? But,
dude, Tom Hanks made one of my favorite Christmas movies.
He's great. The Santa Claus. No, not Tom Hanks. Tim Allen did the Santa Claus.
Yeah, but Tom Hanks did,
Which one?
He did the Polar Express, correct me if I'm wrong?
Oh, God, yeah, I hate that movie. All right. I'm sorry. It's weird. It's a weird movie.
When December comes around, we're doing a Christmas ranking, and I'm going to tell you right now, I'm not saying it's top 5, but it's in my top 10.
It's a weird movie.
If you just seen how it's made, incredible. Especially for like 20 years ago.
Congrats. It was weird 20 years ago, and it's weird now. Anyways, we're not talking about Polar Express right now. Anyways,
in December we will.
Whatever. Toy Story 5. Toy Story 5 is so unnecessary. They just can't. They can't justify having a Toy Story 5. But, like Noah said, I am also a huge Toy Story kid. I was sat rewatching Toy Story when I was a kid. My mom used to say Woody Buzz. I would ask, play Woody Buzz, because that's all I knew. And I would just sit and rewatch that movie. So I am a huge Toy Story kid.
Dude, I literally, this is no joke, by the way. Pure coincidence, I drank my coffee this morning out of an Owl's Toy Barn mug that I got at the Disney store like 6 years ago.
Oh my gosh. That's awesome.
So I love Toy Story 2. It's a
great franchise. It's a great franchise. Yes, I'm going to go see the movie, but Toy Story 4 was so hard to watch. It was heartbreaking to watch for people that love this franchise. But whatever, congrats on number 7 being Toy Story 5 for you.
Well, I had to talk about it. Well,
yeah.
No.
I'm glad we talked
about it. Number 6, whatever.
Whatever. We're more excited for number 6, right?
Oh, after 7 through 10 for me is like, all right, I'm excited.
Yeah.
6 and down is like, all right, I'm locked in.
We're locked in for Legend of Aang, Avatar: The Last Airbender. So excited to see Aang back. Oh my gosh, especially with the time jump. We're so excited to see Aang back. It's going to be so good. They actually recast all of the original voice actors. I don't know if you know this. Dante Bosco isn't even coming back as Zuko. They're going to have all new voice actors for all of them. So I think it's a great thing. I think it would be kind of weird if everyone's voice changed but Zuko's. So I'm excited that we're getting a time jump. This is what everyone's been wanting for so long. So the fact that it's a movie and it's also still animated is a great thing. I'm very excited for it.
Like, so there was the Netflix show. Was that earlier this year? Or was that last year?
Or was it last year? I don't know.
I don't know. It's such a blur. And then there was a live action movie, correct me if I'm wrong, that I never watched a while ago.
That no one should watch.
Yeah, so forget
that. They called him Ong. They called him Ong in
That's
that
disgusting,
movie.
Actually. Yeah. That actually makes me sick.
That's why we're never talking about that movie again.
I love the original series. Can you believe she questioned me the other day, like, how much do you love this? And then I had to pull out my 3 DVD set of all 3 seasons.
All I did was forget that he had seen it before, and I said...
I did a whole rewatch 2 summers ago because the live action show was coming. Or sorry, last summer because the live action show was coming out.
And then the live action was...
I only watched half of it, and then I was like, I can't.
I'm convinced that Avatar: The Last Airbender, the entire franchise, should always be animated and nothing else.
Yeah. Listen, if they had a live-action win, at least one, then I could be open for it, but they don't. So it needs to stay animated.
The bending isn't even the problem in the live action. Not so much as the writing is just atrocious. It's just the handling of the characters and the pacing and the way they would smush 2 arcs into 1 episode, and it would make no sense.
Like, you can't do that.
You can't do that, dude. If you're gonna do it, then do it right. I don't understand why. Why would you do that? And I love the cast too. They're so cute. They're all perfect in their roles. They butchered Katara's character. It's so unwatchable what they did to Katara's character. It's just not. It's a really, really bad testament to the original series, which is sad. But this live action series did get renewed for a season 2 and season 3. So we're going to have to watch that. We're going to have to watch it.
Netflix has some big balls for that, dude.
Crazy.
I don't even know. I don't even want to say mad or frustrated. I was just watching like halfway during season 1, and I was just like, I'm good. I'm good. I don't need to see any more of this.
Me too. I can't finish it. It's so hard. I can't finish it.
This animated series, or not animated series, animated movie, let's freaking go, dude. And there's a couple year time jump. The thing I read said young adults. Yeah. But we all know.
Maybe like young, early to mid 20s or something like that.
Yes, I don't know. I don't think it was confirmed yet, but obviously I have an additional reason why I'm so excited for this movie. I didn't know till literally the other day. We were talking about The Rock earlier. You know who's even better than The Rock? I'll walk for miles inside this pit of danger.
Oh my gosh.
Dave Bautista is voice acting somebody in this movie, dude. I got like 4 Bautista figures back there. Don't get I was right there, dude. Right? With the World Heavyweight Championship right there, just as he should. I love Dave Bautista, one of my favorite wrestlers of all time. And on top of that, he's absolutely, no questions asked, the best wrestler turned actor. If anybody disagrees with that, I don't know what you're smoking.
Probably
I have no idea what his role is in this movie. That was the one name of voice actors that were confirmed that didn't have a role yet. You were saying you might think it's a brand new character.
Yeah, I think it's an original, yeah.
Very well could be, but I was doing some research, seeing what other people thought, and then I'm looking at Bautista and this character side by side, and I'm like, this character kind of looks like Bautista, in a sense. You remember Combustion Man? I think it's season 3.
Yes.
And he fights the whole team. Toph,
you mean Sparky Boom Boom?
Yeah, I think Toph's there too. Just, blind as a bat.
Yes, it's season 3. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure, because Aang has hair. That's all I remember about it. It's been a while. But if you look at Combustion Man and Batista side by side, he kind of looks like him. So maybe that's who Batista's voice act. I don't know.
So you think he survived in season 3?
Listen, I didn't say it was my theory. I'm just saying.
What do you mean you don't think it is your theory?
No,
is it not?
I'm saying I was seeing what other people were saying. I'm looking at who looks like Batista, and I'm going, maybe. Okay. So I guess, maybe I agree. But listen, all I'm saying is, either way, it could not be him. I don't care if it's him or not. All I'm saying is, animated Avatar: The Last Airbender and the animal, perfect storm. That's all I have to say.
He's a big wrestling guy. You're gonna see the drive he has for making this list greatly influenced by what wrestling actors are involved in these projects, and that's okay.
When's Peacemaker 2 season 2 come out? Is that next year?
It's soon. It's this year.
I never even seen season 1. I'll just throw.
We're gonna have to watch it. By the way, we're gonna have to watch Peacemaker 1. We're gonna have to watch. Do we though? Because
I don't even think. From what I understand, it's like some of season 1's canon and some of it's not. I'm like, too confusing. You lost me.
Let's just watch season 2.
But what if we don't understand?
I don't care. We can just read about it. Listen, season 2 is going to directly tie into how he gets into the DCU. We have to watch it. James Gunn is directing it. Yeah.
He did have a cameo in Superman, which was a big pop for me. I was like, the GOAT.
Yeah. It was so funny. I literally laughed out loud as soon as he showed up. Because he was like, these guys want to be like me. And I was like,
dude, I promise I won't go on a tangent. But John Cena's commitment to be Peacemaker and commitment to make anything he's acting in great. You gotta love him, dude. He was up there
That's
giving James Gunn a standing ovation. Initiated the whole thing at San Diego Comic-Con. Showed up in full Peacemaker outfit. I'm like, how does anybody hate this guy, dude? The GOAT!
He's awesome.
Oh, all right.
He's great as Peacemaker. What's your number 5?
That was Clayface, and then my number 4 was Supergirl.
Yep, and my number 5 was The Odyssey, which we've already talked about, but my number 4 is The Mandalorian and Grogu.
Which is my number 3. Number 3.
Yes. So the whole reason why this movie is number 4 and not any higher than that is because I'm nervous about it. I'm really nervous about it.
It's fair.
It's, we haven't gotten a really, really good movie from Star Wars since Rogue One. And I'm nervous because of season 3 of The Mandalorian. It was bad. It was just bad. There's nothing else I can say about it other than it just was not good. It did nothing for Mando. It didn't even feel like Mando at times because they didn't even have the same composer as they did in the first 2 seasons. Everything felt different. I am not a fan of season 3 of The Mandalorian. I will still rewatch it because I'm obsessed with The Mandalorian, but it's definitely the weakest, and it's weak for a reason.
I don't even think you need to rewatch it, honestly. Like, it's not like it for the most part, I know stuff happens with the Darksaber and Moff Gideon comes back, but for the most part, season 3 is kind of like inconsequential.
It's
outside of a couple little things.
A lot of the creative decisions do bother me. A lot of it bothered me. I don't like that Mando just, spoilers if you haven't seen The Mandalorian, I don't like that Mando just freaking gives up the Darksaber. Then what was the point? That blows my mind. What was the point of him getting the Darksaber? Whatever. Anyways, I don't want to go into a whole tangent about that. But because season 3 wasn't good, because Star Wars is so hit or miss in the movie theaters right now, I'm nervous about it. But I have so much love and respect for Dave Filoni and Jon Favreau that I think they're going to kill it. I really do. I think they're going to do great. I think they're definitely going to step up from season 3 of The Mandalorian, and I think it's going to eat. And Zeb Aurelios is going to be in this movie, man. We're going to get Zeb. This could be
honestly, I've forgotten about that for like 2 months, and then you just said it. I was like, oh shit, I forgot about that.
Yeah, Zeb is going to be a key player. I'm a huge Rebels girl, you guys. Huge on Rebels. And Zeb is going to be in this movie, and I'm so excited that Zeb looks amazing in live action. Such a huge deal that they hit him, like they hit that out of the park with Zeb in live action. And I'm a huge Steve Blum fan. Love him. That's the voice of Zeb, if you don't know. He's amazing. He also voiced Wolverine in Wolverine and the X-Men. He voices Wolverine in Marvel Rivals. If that's your thing, it's our thing. I love him. He's a huge part of my childhood, so I'm very excited about that. I really hope that the story is good. That's the only thing I'm going to say. I hope the plot is there. I hope I just want it to do Mando justice so badly. I want it to feel like season 1 and 2 Mando. And I hope it's not the end, but I'm also nervous that it is the end, and that makes me more nervous about the movie. So, I don't know. How do you feel about it?
Listen, the reason why it's number 3, because if anything, I don't want to speak for you, but I feel like if we just ignore all the good and bad, or I should say all the bad, over the last couple of years, I think we're both would probably say we're more Star Wars fans opposed to Marvel, right?
Yeah.
If you had to put one over the other?
Like more consistently fans of Star Wars, yes.
Yeah, and I think we both have been Star Wars fans for longer than we've been fans of Marvel. I mean, especially me, obviously.
Not me, actually.
Really?
Yeah. I'm a very late bloomer when it comes to Star Wars. I had watched the originals and the prequels when I was in, high school, middle school. My mom had shown them to me, and I was like, yeah, I like Star Wars. I did not get into my huge Star Wars obsession until college, dude. I was 19 when I watched the Clone Wars for the first time, because that's when the new season 7 was coming out, and that just blew open this whole world for me, and that became my thing. But before that, it was Marvel, and that was it. It was Marvel, and it was X-Men, and that was my whole deal as far as like those two entities. But
the reason I had to put it at number 3 is because it has been a while since Star Wars A was just in the theater in general, but B, for me, this is just my personal opinion, everybody out there, it's been a while since there was a big Star Wars W. Ahsoka season 1, I think we both absolutely loved it. I can't wait for season 2. And even though I watched the first few episodes of Skeleton Crew, and I was like, all right, this is good, but like it just wasn't lighting me on fire. There's been plenty of Star Wars projects that I just really wasn't jiving with, and Mando season 3 is one of them. And that was like, that might have been a bigger hit for me personally as a Star Wars fan than like Last Jedi and Rise of Skywalker were, which are very controversial, decisive movies. But something about watching Mando season 3, actually for the first time, I got mad. Like legitimately, like I want to turn this off right now and punch my screen watching that season 3. And there was even good moments in season 3.
Yeah,
but,
and it's probably because for a long time, Mando was all we had as far as Star Wars, live action Star Wars content. It was all we had that was so good. And Mando felt like it was the biggest success that they have had in a very long time, since the sequels, I would say. Other than that, the only thing we did have that was good were all animated things. Me personally, Star Wars, when it's animated, the best Star Wars, but I digress. You keep going.
Fair take. No, it's a fair take. But like, Mando season 1 comes out right as Rise of Skywalker is basically coming out, so like they're basically the same thing. And I don't even like hate Rise of Skywalker by any means. I just don't really like. I'm not gonna go back and rewatch it, type of thing. But like Mando season 1 lit the world on fire, dude. Legendary. Mando season 2, I remember. I will never forget. It's obviously it was pandemic. It's not like we were going to the movies, this, that, and the other. I watched episode, I think it was 8, the last episode of Mando season 2, just in my bedroom on the TV. I'm sitting on the couch. X-Wing comes in, stood up for the rest of the episode. I'm blowing my mind. Like these are memories that I have with Mando. And then watching season 3 was just such a punch in the gut. So like, because of that, and because the last few Star Wars movies that have been in theaters, I wasn't a huge fan of, it's hard for me to go number 1. Like I had to put it at number 3. But I don't want all that negative to outweigh the positive. Some rumors about this movie look like it's going to be kind of just a really big side mission, because we have gotten those side mission episodes, whether it's season 1, 2, or 3, and I'm kind of okay with that. You could have a great side mission and have a hell of a movie. We got Zeb, obviously Grogu's going to be there. We've seen walkers, we've seen freaking, I think we're going to have Jabba's son in this movie. Like, I think there's a lot of good, rumor-wise, about this movie, and all it needs to do is just have that old school Mando feel from season 1 and 2 and kick a lot of ass. Like, I don't think they even need to get that wild and mind-blowing with this movie for it to be a success. I just want to go in with some solid expectations, because it is Star Wars and it is Mando. I want it to crush it, and I just want to feel like, all right, dude, that was a good movie to get Star Wars back in theaters. And I believe they're still doing a season 4, and then we still have Ahsoka season 2, which I think is next year. I don't know. So now that'll be after this. I wouldn't be surprised if this is not the last time we see Mando on the big screen. So like, I'm very optimistic about this movie. I have my reservations, but overall I'm hyped.
Yeah, I'm very, very, very excited, and I don't want that. I want to make sure everyone knows that I am very excited about this movie. I'm just worried. It's hard to not be worried about Star Wars sometimes, but like I said before, I trust Dave. I trust John. I think it's gonna be amazing. I'm gonna be sad. I can't wait to see Star Wars on the big screen again. Especially Mando. He is just so beloved by so many people, including me. I'm obsessed with him and Grogu and the found family dynamic that they have. So I hope it's not the end, like you said. I know that there has been rumors about season 4. I hope that's true. If it is the end, they better knock it out of the park. It better be good.
Well, I'm just assuming, even if we don't get a season 4, that there's still... Eventually, we're going to have to tie up all this Ahsoka, Mando time period, because it all just... Eventually, we're going to get to sequel time in, like, the timeline period, so I feel like we're going to need some grand finale blow-off.
And we probably will do a whole episode about our predictions for
absolutely,
Mando
of
and
how
Grogu,
that can end, and we can have Grayson on, too, because I'm sure he would spit some fire, but, like, I feel like we're going to need some kind of... There's still rumors of, like, a Dave Filoni movie that's not this movie, and I feel like that's going to be the eventual conclusion to this little time period that we've been living in, per se. But I don't know. Overall, I'm excited. I'm optimistic. All they need to do is have a kick-ass movie. They don't need to try to, do anything too crazy, is what I'm trying to say.
Agree. Totally agree. I think we should probably move on
Yeah.
We could talk about Star Wars all day long, but we'll definitely do an episode on that movie.
We could
and
just
our
talk
predictions.
Mando and Grogu would probably be here for an hour and a half, so.
Definitely, 100%. Because we love it. We love Star Wars. But my number 3, and your number 2?
Yes.
Spider-Man Brand New Day?
Yes.
Yeah. We are doing a whole episode on Spider-Man Brand New Day and Avengers Doomsday next week. We're going to bring Grayson on. We're going to talk about our predictions, our way too early predictions about everything, the plot, the cast.
It might be a long episode, guys. Get
it's going to be
your
a long
popcorn
episode.
ready.
It's going to be amazing. It's going to be so good.
Yeah.
So excited about it. So we're not going to go too far into what we have to say about these 2 movies. But as far as Spider-Man Brand New Day, it's a freaking Spider-Man movie, dude. Of course it's going to hit hot off the heels of No Way Home and, a great Fantastic Four movie. This is what everyone's waiting for now. It's going to be a whole year wait, and we're going to be back in theaters.
It's going to be a brand new day.
Oh my gosh. It's going to be a whole new year. We're going to get Spider-Man and John Bernthal as the Punisher for the first time on the big screen. That's a huge deal, not just for the MCU, but for me. It's a huge deal.
It's gonna be badass.
It's gonna be so sick. I cannot wait. Rumors are saying Mark Ruffalo is also gonna be the Hulk in the movie. That's another huge, great thing. Hopefully they save his character a little bit.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's Spider-Man. Of course, it's the MCU. Of course I'm excited about it. Of course, Spider-Man's gotta be number 3. Yeah.
Yeah, without going, like you said, too much into theorizing this, that, and the other, because we're gonna have a long episode on all that. I'm super hyped for this movie. As we touched on earlier, I'm going through the stuff I never watched in the MCU and rewatching stuff. Like, just last night, I watched Thor Ragnarok again because I had seen that already, but that was next in the time period. But there's movies that I have never seen. I had never watched any of the Tom Holland Spider-Man movies. I just watched Homecoming not even a full week ago.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna be real with you guys. I'm sitting there, I almost got a tear in my eye. I was like, I love this shit, dude.
It's so good.
Literally, I compared it, and obviously these are different levels, and I promise I'm not going to go into a whole wrestling tangent, but sometimes I'm watching wrestling, and, it's just the story's hitting, and you're emotionally invested. You feel it, dude. You feel it. And I'm watching Homecoming, and I'm keeping in mind the whole time, I know Spider-Man's one of the greatest superheroes of all time. One thing I was looking at when I was watching that movie was, I want to see why everybody's so emotionally connected to Spider-Man. And I'm watching this movie, and I'm just like, I get it. So I'm freaking pumped I'm going to watch. I might finish everything I need to finish by the time we talk with Grayson next week. That's my goal. The Avengers movies are a little bit long, so we'll see. But I'm freaking hyped to be able to sit in a theater for the first time and watch a Spider-Man specific movie next July. And it's going to have the Punisher in it, which is just badass. All the plot, not the plot, I'm sorry, the set photos that have leaked out, because they're obviously just out in the public.
So good.
It's
the aura.
The aura, dude. There's everyone has seen the picture of him facing, or we're looking at his back, and there's just people everywhere, and I'm like, yo, I want that printed out in a poster, dude. That shit is so awesome.
You're like, tattoo that on my face,
dude.
So good.
I'm so hyped, dude. You got freaking
up.
Max from Stranger Things in this movie. I don't even know what she's doing. There's been a million rumors of what her character's gonna be.
We'll talk about it.
It changes every other week, but I'm like, this movie is gonna hit. It's gonna hit, and I'm pumped to experience it.
Yeah.
I might have to fly down to Disney Springs and watch this with a bunch of real sweaty fans, dude.
Yeah, that'd be so fun. It would be so cool if we could all watch that together. Me, you, and Grayson could watch it together, but we'll see. It's a year away. We'll see.
We're
very excited about Spider-Man Brand New Day. We'll talk way more in depth about that next week. Sorry to keep you guys waiting, but it's going to be such a good episode, so I don't want to give away anything right now. But that leads me to my number 2, which Noah will have no say in this number 2. Sunrise on the Reaping, The Hunger Games, the newest installment of the Hunger Games franchise. If any of you read the Haymitch Abernathy-centered book, Sunrise on the Reaping, that Suzanne Collins came out with earlier this year, it's a masterpiece. It's something that fans of the Hunger Games have been asking for since the original books came out, and everyone wanted a Haymitch book, and it's insane that she actually did it, and it's insane that it's actually more horrific than anything else that they had done in the rest of the Hunger Games books. It is so tragic. It's so good. It does so much for Haymitch's character. The casting has been so incredibly perfect. It's hard to describe how perfect the casting is for Sunrise on the Reaping. They're already filming it. Pretty sure in Spain they're filming it right now, and the set pictures look amazing. It's a Hunger Games movie. How could you not be excited about a Hunger Games movie? They all always hit. I guess an argument can be made for Ballad of Songbirds and Snakes. I enjoyed that movie. I've yet to read the book. I need to read the book. But yeah, Sunrise on the Reaping, it comes out next November. Everyone should be excited about that if they're a Hunger Games fan. If they aren't a Hunger Games fan, they just haven't seen the movies yet. No nation.
we got like 14, 13.
We'll get there.
We got some time. We got time. We'll
get there. I'm so excited for it. It's going to be so good. And I love Haymitch as a character. I love that the actor that they cast for Haymitch and for Lenore Dove. So yeah, I'm so excited. That was my big one for next year. But now to our number one.
Number one, baby! Avengers Doomsday! Let's freaking go!
Avengers Doomsday it's like it's our number one, yeah, of course, because it better be the best movie that comes out next year.
I know. That's a big reason why it's like, how can you not put this at number one?
Yeah.
The expectations are so high, and like I said last week, won't dive into it too much. I'm looking at this movie like the kickstart to the next saga of Marvel. It's an end to what we're living in, but it's also between this and Secret Wars gonna be giving us a look at what's to come for the next 5-10 years. I'm pumped. We got an all-star cast. Evidently, they're announcing more at the end of the month. There's another rumor of that, so we'll see.
Okay.
There's going to be a lot of freaking moving parts in this movie.
Man.
I'm ready for a 3-hour film.
Uh-huh.
Inject it into my veins. Let's go. Russo brothers. Woo!
Yeah, Russo brothers. They better kill it. And you know what? Their worst, in my opinion, their worst movie, which isn't even saying that it's a bad movie, but their worst movie is Avengers Endgame, which had a lot of moving parts in it.
Mm-hmm.
So I do have reservations about Doomsday. I am nervous about it, but I'm still so excited. It's going to be the next time we see the Fantastic Four. We're going to see them and the Thunderbolts and all the people that we already had in the MCU. We're going to see all these characters coming together for the first time. We're going to get MCU Gambit in this movie. We're getting all these X-Men coming back from 20 years ago,
evidently,
I think, at this point.
Literally at like 2 a.m. last night, Ryan Reynolds said, "What's up?
Dude,
see you there."
That's another thing, but we'll talk about that. We'll talk about that next week. That I wrote that down.
Write that down.
I was like, what the heck are we doing?
Have to. I want to write down every single person that has been announced for this movie, just so we can run it down, just so we can be like, holy shit, look at this cast. But we'll talk. We'll talk.
We're gonna talk about it. We're gonna do it. We're gonna talk about it. We'll probably have to split it into 2 episodes now that I think about it. We're gonna have to do a Spider-Man episode and then a Doomsday episode, but we can just film it all in one go. But anyways, Doomsday, it has to be good. I think it is going to be a mess. I think it is going to be a mess. How could it not be a mess with how many, like you said, moving parts that they have?
You can still have a fun mess though.
I think it's still going to be great.
Yeah.
But I hope that it's more so like Infinity War, as they have a lot of moving parts, but it's freaking amazing. I hope it's not so much like Endgame, where it's just like a little bit chaotic and a little, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know.
But
we can go. I definitely agree with you. Infinity War's better. Endgame's still great, but Infinity War's better.
Yeah. I cannot wait for Doomsday. Oh my gosh. Just after Fantastic Four, I'm like, yes!
Channing Tatum, dude.
Yeah.
Chris Evans rumors, dude.
Oh
I talked about last week, I love me some Chris Evans, dude.
Mm-hmm.
Love me some Captain America.
I just don't want everyone to be in this movie, though.
Well, that's why I've said, like...
It's weird. Like, I don't understand.
They've announced
what we're
so
doing.
many people, right? They've announced so many people, and I'm like... Is this same cast going to be in Secret Wars? Because this is so many people. There's already like 30 people announced, and you know more are coming.
Half of this cast has to get killed off in this movie, right? Like, come on.
Or Secret Wars.
Come on. We know that none of these X-Men are surviving this movie. None of those X-Men are surviving this movie. But we shouldn't talk about it.
Sorry, Channing Tatum.
We shouldn't talk about it. But Doomsday, it's gonna round off the year, and it's gonna reset. Like Kevin Feige said, it's gonna reset the board. I think everyone's freaking out about it being a reboot for no reason. You're putting words in his mouth. He specifically avoided the word reboot, by the way. So everyone that says, "Oh, these people they're gonna reboot the entire MCU," and they're specifically going to recast Iron Man and Captain America. No, they're not. Stop.
A lot of people have been saying soft reboot, which is what I'm rolling with, because soft reboot to me says, "Hey, we're gonna recast some X-Men, but Chris Evans is coming back as Captain America."
But that's not even necessarily a reboot, though. Like, because the X-Men were never in the MCU. They're just getting added.
Well, they're gonna be after Doomsday.
Yeah, but they're gonna die.
Well, no, they're gonna die in Secret War. I mean, I don't know. That's all gonna be a fucking mess. I don't know. It's gonna be 6 hours with 60 characters. And I don't even know. I'm ready, dude. Let's go. Marvel, invite us.
So ready for the X-Men to join the MCU. So freaking ready. Especially Channing Tatum coming back as Gambit. Gambit's my favorite hero of all time. I cannot wait for that movie, dude. I just hope it's good. I hope that the wait is worth it and that they kill it. They're literally still filming it, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
Like, the Fantastic Four talks about going straight from their set to the Doomsday set. So, I'm so
Very
excited.
ambitious film, but if anybody can do it, they've pulled stuff off like this before, so.
It is. And that's it for our list.
That is it. We did all 10. We did our honorable mentions. I think this is a hell of an episode. I gotta admit.
I think it was.
I think about it. I might have more fun this week than I did last week. I think.
It's fun to talk. It's so fun to talk about things that we are excited for, and we have so much to look forward to in 2026. But you guys should definitely let us know, whether it's in the comments on TikTok, Instagram, Spotify, or YouTube. You should definitely let us know if you're excited for the same movies as us, if you have a top 10, or if there's anything we missed that you think is going to be really good. We would love to know.
Yeah, absolutely. Love interacting with people. Good people who leave fun comments. Not the other opposite. We got some great comments over the last week.
We have great comments, and we love
it. But we've got haters. We love them.
It's awesome. It's so great.
Listen. This is where I do pull the content creator veteran card and be like, my skin's been ready for this for 15 years. You're gonna have to try harder than that.
It's great.
No, I don't think we got anything else. We ran through everything, and literally even the movies that I didn't mention, you mentioned. Anything else movie-wise that we didn't talk about next year?
No.
I'm looking at the list right now. We probably don't care about, and we probably will never talk about. So.
Nah. I know if there's any other movies that we missed that you guys would like to know our thoughts on, just let us know. We can probably fit it in the next episode. I know that we're gonna do an episode about our most anticipated shows of 2026. There's a lot of shows coming out in 2026 to talk about, so we'll probably be able to fit that in somewhere too. If you want me to rattle off, because I feel like you have no. I feel like you're like, are there? You have no idea.
Daredevil. There's the Punisher special.
Oh,
you
come
missed
on.
me, dude.
Listen
I have no idea what's going on next year.
We've got X-Men '97 season 2. We've got Daredevil.
I forgot about
Born
that.
Again
Let's
season
fucking
2.
go.
Let's go. We got the Punisher special for other people that aren't Noah. We have Bridgerton season 4. We have Outer Banks season 5. We have Ahsoka season 2, and we have Maul Shadow Lord coming out next year.
All right, so unless we're talking about Star Wars or Marvel stuff, I'm not.
He's not there.
I'm gonna watch a lot of movies, but I'm not gonna be like, oh, let me sit down and watch 6 seasons of Outer Banks.
And it's fine.
Just for the sake of the podcast. I'm not doing it.
No. But I'll talk about it, guys. Don't worry. It's okay.
Oh, sure. You can have a Laney's Corner segment. I don't care.
For exclusive members only. I'm just kidding. We're not there yet. But I did want to say we are going to be talking about Stranger Things when it comes out. Yes.
Yes, I do. Want to rewatch season 4 because it's obviously been 3 years. But yeah, I'm pretty excited.
You mean
for that.
The best season?
See, you're biased though. You're biased.
I'm not. I am.
I mean, listen. I might when I rewatch it, I might go, yeah, I think this is the best season. I really liked season 3 when it came out because it came out in the summer. The show or the season was set in the summer. There was all these like 4th of July vibe. That was season 3, right? Or am I
I think so.
Season 2 was like Halloween and whatnot. I really liked season 3. I got to rewatch season 4 before the end of Stranger Things comes out in December or January. It's like 3 different dates. I don't remember.
Hey, I think we'd be able to do a Stranger Things predictions episode after the rewatch. I think we can do that.
We'll see. Well, I might not have a lot of predictions. That might just be a segment on the show, a good 20-30 minutes.
Yeah.
We can
talk
blend
about it when we
topics
do our
together.
shows. Yeah, we can always blend things together. But if you guys have any suggestions of anything you want us to talk about, or if you have any kind of ideas of topics or anything, definitely let us know. I was thinking about this yesterday. I think we're definitely going to set up a Discord. I think that would be beneficial for us, so we kind of have all of us in the same place, and we can interact some more with you guys, maybe get some of your questions on the podcast and everything. But
we can add a little Q&A section to the end of the podcast every week. Pick 1 or 2 questions.
Would love that. So yeah, I think you should be on the lookout for that. But other than that, I think that we are pretty wrapped up for episode 2 of the Lightforce podcast.
I think we're pretty wrapped up. Next week, and possibly even, I guess, episode 3 and 4 might be pretty Marvel heavy if we end up splitting it into 2 episodes. Because in case you guys didn't know, next week we'll have Grayson from Mortis FM on, our great friend. If there's anything he loves equally as much as Star Wars, it's old Peter Parker. So we're just talking about Spider-Man Brand New Day. He literally is Spider-Man. The mustache is just a cover-up. So that episode is going to be sick, but that episode might be an hour and 30 minutes alone. Which I'm fine with, but then I feel like we should probably might end up having to split Doomsday into a separate podcast, which is going to be sick. That means double
more
hype,
content.
double Grayson, dude.
Yes.
It's going to be sick. But yeah, those are probably going to be the next 2 episodes, and then I don't know where we go from there, but there's stuff to talk about all the time.
All the time. And we'll be here every week.
Laney, where can they find you?
You guys can find me on TikTok, Instagram, and YouTube at Laney Byers. And you can find Lightforce Podcast everywhere, which is TikTok and Instagram at Lightforce Pod. Our YouTube is the Lightforce Podcast.
No, I changed it. It's Lightforce Pod. I fixed it.
Okay. All right. We're universally Lightforce Pod everywhere, even though I think technically our title is the Lightforce Podcast. But Lightforce Pod sounded better in my head when I was making the social handles, so that's what we are on TikTok, Instagram, YouTube, Spotify, and Apple Podcasts. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
What
about No Nation?
Give us a little 5-star review, even if you think it's like a 2-star show. Just hit 5 stars, bro.
Yeah.
Come on, nobody's actually looking at the reviews. Don't be honest. Lie, have our backs.
Come on.
You can find me on Twitter at Noah Nation Vlogs. I couldn't put gaming because there's too many characters. And then you can find me on Instagram and TikTok at Noah Nation Gaming as well. Spoiler alert: if this podcast really takes off, especially like within the next year, I'm blowing up the gaming content, so we'll have a new handle. But until then, find me at Noah Nation Gaming, and definitely just go follow all the Lightforce stuff. You guys have already been super supportive over the last week. It's been pretty sick to see. We're texting each other every day, like, yo, did you see these views, bro?
Yeah.
we got a YouTube short that's at like 10K, and I was like, hold on,
just crazy.
Hold on.
Like, we got like 3 posts on there. It's just crazy. And I guess I should say you can also find me on Twitch at Laney Byers. If you guys like gaming, if you like Marvel Rivals, Fortnite, Dead by Daylight, I am live a lot of the time on Twitch and YouTube, so Laney Byers on that as well.
Yeah, I think that's it. So definitely leave any comments here on YouTube. Drop a like, all the good stuff. We already gave you all the good housekeeping. I'm not going to run it down again. But this has been episode 2 of the Lightforce Podcast. Any final questions, comments, concerns?
No, thank you guys so much, and we'll see you next week.
Bye.
Bye.